Hello, everybody. Welcome into another movie reaction. It is that time of the year, and I am finally going to watch the most requested horror movie that has come through my suggestion forum, and that is The Exorcist, released in 1973. If you are someone that has requested it in the past, you're welcome. Today is your day. I am weirdly excited to watch this one. I feel like maybe this movie is kind of a rite of passage for people that are new to watching horror movies, and the horror genre is definitely still a not very watched genre for me. I do have a horror playlist. Feel free to go and see what movies I have reacted to so far. Going into this one, I think I know roughly what to expect. Child is possessed by the devil, parents call for help, exorcist comes in, and voila. Although I don't actually know if it works or not. And I think I know that this movie is based on a real person and real events, which is terrifying. I am definitely going to keep that in mind as I'm watching this movie. I'll also note that this is my first movie reaction recording since my trip. If you don't know, I was in Europe for the whole month of September. It was a really wonderful vacation. I was gone for literally the whole month, so I haven't recorded a movie reaction in like 4.5 weeks. To choose this as my first one back, we'll see if that was a good decision or not. My mindset is like, let's just start with the hard stuff because it is that time of year and I do want to watch some horror movies this October. So we'll see in the end if it was a good decision or not. Shouldn't I be tackling The Exorcist at my most refreshed? I don't think it's a dumb decision. I want to thank you so much for joining me today as I watch this movie. My name is Kale. If you're new here, as always, my Patreon has the full-length watch-along if you don't love this chopped-up edited version, not just to this movie, but every single movie that I've ever reacted to, plus so much TV. It's the best way to support what I do here, so I'll have links below to everything. You can either join the membership and get access to it all, or you can purchase things individually. All right, with that, I just want to get into this. So thank you again. Let's press play. Excavation. He had an interesting reaction to that.
شيطان يحارب شيطان. أبونا
This actor kind of looks like the actor that played the Three-Eyed Raven in Game of Thrones. Is he back here to try to find more things? Couldn't tell what I was hearing at first. It was a very big zoom in.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning, Carl. Oh, Carl, we've got rats in the attic. You better get some traps.
Rats.
Rats.
Great stone.
But the attic is clean.
All right, then we've got clean rats.
No rats.
I just heard them, Carl. Burke! Oh, Burke!
Crash course?
Well, why are they tearing the building down?
Shall we summon the writer? He's in Paris, I believe.
Hiding?
Okay, so she's an actress. An actress playing an actress.
Come on, we're all concerned with human rights, for God's sakes. But the kids who want to get an education have a right. Don't you understand? It's against your own principle, for God's sake.
Wow, this movie has a ton of really long zooms.
Accomplish anything by shutting kids out of
Who's this guy?
Okay, cut. That's a wrap.
The priest?
I think I'll walk home tonight, Mike.
Okay.
Hey, take that drop by my house, yeah? Night, Pom.
This actress looks familiar, but I don't know. Walks in the fall are the best.
Oh, can't we get a horse?
Well, now, we're in Washington, honey.
I know.
We'll see when we get home, okay?
When could I have one?
We'll see, Reagan. We'll see. Hey, listen, I'm starting invitations. I want to go to personal notes. Oh, Reagan, don't. Reagan, come back. Fingers, come back. All right, give it up. Give it up.
No.
Oh, you'll be sorry.
Cute. Love the family so far.
Father, could you help an old altar boy? I'm a Catholic.
It's a little unsettling.
Astoria Boulevard, Astoria Manor, the finest in catering.
Used to be a boxer.
Your Uncle John passed by to visit me.
Oh, really? When?
Last month.
Now, Mommy, you have to stay off it. You can't go up and down the stairs. Now, you have to give it rest.
Okay.
I feel like she probably won't.
Timmy, you going for something?
No, Mama.
You're not happy. Tell me, what is the matter?
Mama, I'm all right. I'm fine. Really, I am.
Here it comes. There.
Like little insight that we're getting into these two people.
Hey, where'd this come from?
I found it.
Where?
Closet.
You really don't want me to play, huh?
No, I do. Captain Howdy said no.
Captain Howdy.
Captain Howdy, do you think my mom's pretty? Captain Howdy? Captain Howdy, that isn't very nice.
Well, maybe he's sleeping.
Or just doesn't want Mom to be there.
We have a good day, yeah?
You can bring Mr. Dennings if you like.
Well, thank you very much, but why on earth would I want to bring Burke on your birthday?
You like him.
Yeah, I like him. Don't you like him?
You're gonna marry him, aren't you?
Oh, my God, are you kidding me, Mary Burke Dennings? Don't be silly. Of course not.
But you like him.
Of course I like him. I like pizzas, too, but I'm not going to marry one.
You know.
Burke just comes around here a lot because, well, he's lonely. Don't got nothing to do.
No, I heard differently.
Oh, you did? What did you hear? Huh?
I don't know.
Oh, come
I
on.
just
what did you
thought.
hear? Well, you didn't think so good.
Kids are so fun.
It's more than psychiatry, and you know that, Tom. Some of their problems come down to faith, their vocation, the meaning of their lives, and I can't cut it anymore. I need out. I'm unfit. I think I've lost my faith, Tom.
Well, also his name is Damien. When his mom was calling him Dimmy, I thought it was Timmy, and the subtitles are just wrong.
His daughter on her birthday, for Christ's sake?
Maybe the circuit is busy.
Oh, circuit's my ass. He doesn't give a shit.
Well, look, why don't you let me...
No, I've got it, Sharon. It's all...
Oh, now we get a really nice zoom out. Love it.
What are you doing here?
My bed was shaking. I can't get to sleep.
Honey.
Yeah, that's not rats. It's like a growling. Sick. Yeah, it does look pretty clean up here. Couldn't tell what that was.
Smells nice.
Oh, Carl. Jesus Christ, Carl.
Why do so many attics in movies have mannequins?
No rats.
No rats. Thanks a lot. That's terrific.
No rats. Now you know. Oh. The fuck?
You should have called me the minute it happened.
Listen, regular hospital not gonna put up with that, Jimmy, understand? So we give her a shot and bring her here till the doctors, they fix up her leg.
His mom?
If you wasn't be priest, you'd be famous psychiatrist now, Park Avenue. Your mother should be living in a penthouse instead of the...
That remark was not helpful.
Why you did this to me, Demi? Why?
Mama, I'm going to take you home.
Couldn't you put us someplace else?
Like what? Private hospital? Who got the money for that, Dimi? You?
Such a shitty situation.
There seems to be an alien pubic hair in my chin.
I beg your pardon?
Never seen it before in my life. Have you?
What?
Damien Karras.
Karras?
That's his office back in St. Mike's. He's our psychiatric counselor. He had a pretty rough knock last night, poor guy. His mother passed away. She was living by herself, and I guess she was dead a couple of days before they found her.
Wait.
Bloody damn butchering Nazi pig. What's for dessert?
Oh my gosh. The guy's a real shit disturber.
Listen, Burke, your car's at the curb. Louie's waiting. It's nice and warm. Oh.
Yes, honey.
What?
Fun.
I think we've got a guest.
You're gonna die up there.
What's the matter? I'm sorry she's been sick. She didn't know what she was saying.
Okay.
Come upstairs.
It's starting.
You just take your pills and you'll be fine, really. Okay?
Oh, not me trying to like make out the sound.
Yes, I think so.
Good.
That'd be terrifying.
I should have been there. I wasn't there. I should have been there.
There was nothing you could do. Lie down.
So she did pass? Did they like get her out of there, send her home, and then she passed? Oh gosh.
I don't want it! Reagan, honey, it's the help me! I don't want it! You fucking bastard!
Remember also, O Lord, thy servant, Mary Karras.
It's a symptom of a type of disturbance in the chemical electrical activity of the brain. It's rare, but it does cause bizarre hallucinations, and usually just before a convulsion.
A convulsion.
The shaking of the bed, that's doubtless due to muscular spasms.
I got on the bed. The whole bed was thumping and rising off the floor and shaking. The whole thing.
Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If it's a lesion, in a way she's fortunate. All we have to do is remove the scar.
I reckon you're going to feel something a little bit cold and wet.
Kind of looks like coffee.
Okay, now you're going to feel a little stick here. Don't move.
Oh gosh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Oh, fade to black, all right. Oh, never mind.
Hook up.
Oh, this is awful. All right, what am I looking at?
There's nothing there. No vascular displacement at all. And you want me to run another series?
Ah, so the answer was I'm looking at nothing because nothing's wrong.
Chris, doctors.
Mother,
Miss McNeil, Dr. Taylor.
What is it? What's happening? Stop! It's burning! It's burning!
Do something, Doctor. Please help her.
All right, Miss Reagan, let's see what to do.
Oh, Jesus.
Keep away! The sow is mine.
Fuck me!
Fuck me!
Whew. All the sounds is overwhelming.
Pathological states can induce abnormal strength. Say a 90-pound woman sees her child pinned under the wheel of a truck, runs out and lifts the wheels a half a foot up off the ground. Same thing here. Same principle, I mean.
I was just gonna say that is not the same thing at all.
So what's wrong with her?
We still think the temporal lobe.
Oh, what are you talking about, for Christ's sakes?
She's like, bullshit.
So what's next?
Pneumoencephalogram, I would think. Pin down that lesion.
Another one of those things that you did? No. Back again.
Dr. Tanny says the x-rays are negative. In other words, normal. You keep any drugs in your house?
No. Of course not. Nothing like that. Christ, I don't even smoke grass.
She might start after all this, though.
I think it's time we started looking for a psychiatrist.
This is where Damien will come in. Although maybe they'll try other psychiatrists first. What's that all about? Oh, gosh. Brr. Likes it cold.
What's Bert got to do with it?
Look, there wasn't anybody here, so when I went to get the Thorazine, I had him stay with her, and
Oh,
I should have known better. I'm sorry.
I guess you should have.
Well, he's not here.
Suppose he heard.
Heard what?
Haven't heard. Burke's dead. He must have been drunk. He fell down from the top of the steps right outside. By the time he hit M Street, he broke his neck.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know.
Rest in peace, Burke.
Open your eyes.
Gosh, she's so pale.
Is there someone inside you?
Sometimes.
Is it Captain Howdy?
I don't know.
If I ask him to tell me, will you let him answer?
No.
If he talks to me, I think he'll leave you. Do you want him to leave you? I'm speaking to the person inside of Reagan now. If you are there, you too are hypnotized. I must answer all my questions.
Hypnosis, interesting.
Are you the person inside of Reagan? Who are you?
Oh, gosh. Scary. Whoever this child is, I mean, maybe I know adult her, but she's a good actress. She's a very good actress.
William F. Kinderman, homicide.
What's this all about?
Yeah, it's true. You do look like a boxer. Like John Garfield, in body and soul.
Was he in 12 Angry Men? What number was he? 3? Is this the same guy? The voice is familiar.
Burke Jennings, good father, was found at the bottom of those steps leading to M Street with his head turned completely around, facing backward.
Oh, gosh.
Didn't happen in the fall?
It's possible. Possible, however...
Unlikely.
Exactly.
Very unlikely.
Look, Father, this is hard for you. Please. I understand, but for priests on the campus here, you're the psychiatrist. You know who was sick at the time, who was.
I really love the camera work in this movie.
Do you know who I think really did it?
Who?
The Dominicans. Go pick on them.
I could have you deported, you know that? I lied. You look like Sal Mineo.
I'm pretty sure it's that actor. It was cool to see him again.
More except in primitive cultures. We call it...
Oh, no. Reagan.
You ever heard of exorcism?
Well, it's a stylized ritual in which the rabbi or the priest try to drive out the so-called invading spirit. It's been pretty much discarded these days, except by the Catholics who keep it in the closet as a sort of an embarrassment. But the victim's belief in possession is what helped cause it. So in that same way, the belief in the power of exorcism can make it disappear.
I should take my daughter to a witch doctor. Is that it?
I mean, they are bringing it up as like a last resort, right? Were these the stairs he fell down? Must be.
The deceased comes to visit, stays only 20 minutes, and leaves all alone a very sick girl. And speaking plainly, Mrs. McNeil, it isn't likely he would fall from a window. Besides, a fall wouldn't do to his neck what we found, except maybe one chance in 1,000.
More than 1,000.
If someone came calling between the time Miss Spencer left and the time you returned.
Judas Priest, just a second.
The servants, they have visitors?
Not at all.
You were expecting a package that day, some delivery?
Not that I know.
These zoom outs.
It's very remote. No, never mind. No.
I feel like he's already thinking the daughter did it. So he's got to be the one that connects Damien with her then, right?
He wouldn't have any reason in the world to go up to her room.
Oh, I know, I realize, but if certain British doctors never asked, what is this fungus, we wouldn't today have penicillin, correct?
True.
That's okay.
I really hate to ask you this, but...
What?
For my daughter, could you please give an autograph?
Aw.
Oh, where's a pencil?
Right here. Here. Oh, she'd love it.
I kind of forgot she was an actress.
I lied. It's from the... The spelling is on the back.
Cute.
Oh, you know that film you made, Angel?
Oh, yeah.
I saw that 6 times.
Really?
It was beautiful. Thank you.
I should have figured it was for him. He's a cinephile.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh gosh, her face. I think she knows that her daughter did kill him. Maybe he doesn't quite, but she definitely does. Oh my gosh.
Jesus, fuck you! Lift me! Lift me!
Oh my god. Oh,
You know
I'm good.
what she did? Your daughter?
No thanks. No thanks. Okay, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. I get so tensed up during those scenes.
Chris McNeil.
Hey.
How do you go about getting an exorcism?
That's a big question.
I've never met one priest who has performed an exorcism, not one.
Yeah, well, it just so happens that somebody very close to me is probably possessed. Father Karras is my little girl.
Only the church, before it approves an exorcism, conducts an investigation to see if it's warranted. That takes time.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, your daughter...
You could do it yourself.
No, I couldn't. I need church approval, and that's rarely given.
Also, I don't know that she knows necessarily what an exorcism entails.
Jesus Christ, won't somebody
No, you
help
don't
me?
see. You don't understand. Your daughter...
Can't you help her? Just help her.
She's acting this distress so well. Like, it feels like it's coming out from down here, you know? Yeah, that sound should be... The sound should almost be enough.
Hello, Reagan.
Oh my gosh, look at her.
I'm Damien Karras.
And I'm the devil. Now kindly undo these straps.
Where's Reagan? in here with us.
With us.
Your mother's in here with us, Karis. Would you like to leave a message?
Oh my God.
If that's true, then you must know my mother's maiden name.
Jesus. What even is that? Ugh.
Thank you.
She's like, well,
I need evidence that the church would accept as signs of possession.
Like what?
Like her speaking in a language she's never known or studied.
What else?
I don't know.
you mean her talking with multiple different voices is not evidence enough?
Did Reagan know a priest was coming over?
No.
Did you know my mother died recently?
Yes, I did. I'm very sorry.
No. Is Reagan aware of it?
Not at all.
That's gonna weigh on him.
It's not important. Good night.
It is, though. He's gonna not be able. He won't be able to stop thinking about that. And also, of course, it's important. Otherwise, he wouldn't have asked.
How long are you planning to stay in Reagan?
Until she rots and lies stinking in the earth.
This makeup work is really good. Well, there's your languages.
Who are you?
Yeah, you were talking to multiple people. Well, do we think he's convinced? I think at this point, yes.
Want a drink?
Please. Scotch, ice, water.
Okay.
That look says it all.
I told Reagan that was holy water. I sprinkled it on her and she reacted very violently. It's tap water.
What's the difference?
Holy water's blessed, and that doesn't help support a case for possession.
She killed Burke Dennings. She pushed him out her window.
Who are you?
Oh, he recorded. I didn't catch that.
That's English in reverse. Listen.
Give us time!
Let her die. I am no one.
Oh.
Fear the priest.
Marin, is that?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be right there.
Is Marin his mother's maiden name?
I don't want Chris to see this.
Well, what's wrong? What is it? Shh.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Help me. Oof, just got goosebumps real bad.
You're convinced that it's genuine?
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Might be best to have a man of experience, maybe someone who spent time in foreign missions.
I understand, Your Excellency.
The guy from the beginning of the movie?
There should be a psychiatrist present anyway. What about the exorcist? Have you any ideas? How about Lancaster Marin?
Oh.
He's had experience. I didn't know that. 10, 12 years ago, I think, in Africa. The exorcism supposedly lasted months. I heard it damn near killed him.
Months. Ooh.
Father Karras. It's an honor to meet you, Father.
Sorry. The energy with that was like, hey, friend, you're here.
And gather up a cassock for myself. 2 surplices, a purple stole, and some holy water. And your copy of the Roman ritual, the large one.
Although, what did they mention earlier? The exorcism will bring them closer, like the devil and the priest. So they mentioned he did an exorcism for months in Africa. So, yeah, this makes sense.
The attack is psychological, Damien. And powerful. So don't listen. Remember that. Do not listen.
All right, here we go.
I think it might be helpful if I gave you some background on the different personalities Reagan has manifested. So far, I'd say there seem to be 3. She's convinced that
There's only one.
Okay. I trust you. You're the experienced one. Yeah, she would not want. She can't see this. She's got to stay out of the room.
Proud men have risen up against me, and men of violence seek my life. But God is my helper. The Lord sustains my life.
Oh my gosh, the sounds.
This human being made in your image and likeness. Strike Terror Lord into the beast, now laying waste your land. Let your mighty hand.
This movie is audio overload.
Father Karras. Damien, the response, please, Damien.
Damien.
And let my cry come unto thee.
Thank you. Oh gosh.
Father.
The laughing.
I cast you out! Unclean spirit!
Shove it up your ass!
So vulgar.
Begone! In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and the Holy Spirit, by this sign of the Holy Cross of our Lord Jesus Christ.
No, not the neck, not the head turning shit. Ugh.
Look down in pity.
You killed your mother.
Your servant.
You left her alone to die. Shut up!
I command you by the judge of the...
Oh no.
Are you tired?
Yeah, just a little.
Let's rest before we start again.
Could you imagine doing this for months? Probably multiple times a day. Oh, that wheezing.
Dime, why you do this to me? Na paz to κρεβάτι σου.
You're not my mother! Don't listen.
Why, Dime?
That is awful. No. No.
Come into me! God damn you! Take me! Take me!
No, don't. Oh, shit. No. Okay. I'm relieved. I'm relieved that she... Oh, I'm so glad Reagan's okay.
Are you sorry for having offended God? For all the sins of your past life? He wrote to himself, no harm did us to cut his doings.
Careful. What is that? She's like, who the fuck are you? Why are you staring at me?
She doesn't remember any of it.
That's good.
Or wait, had they met before? Well, that was very good. All right, the first thing I have to do is pat myself on the back for recognizing that Father Merrin was the Three-Eyed Raven in Game of Thrones. Listen, those were filmed like, what, 30 years apart from one another? Man aged very well, but he looks very different between Game of Thrones and this. Anyway, I'm proud of myself for that. Second, Lee J. Cobb, that was him. It was the voice. It was the voice, and then the way that he moves his mouth when he talks. I know that's like a weird detail to pick out, but those two things I was fairly confident. If you haven't seen my 12 Angry Men reaction, would definitely recommend. Absolutely love that movie. For as much as I'm patting myself on the back, I need to do this for not recognizing that was Ellen Burstyn. To be fair, the only thing I've seen her in prior to this was her role in Interstellar, which is my #1 movie of all time. So I really should have recognized her, but it's okay. It is what it is. Linda Blair, who portrayed Reagan, just one of these. What a performance. Insane performance. This movie, I think for me, yes, it was definitely, well, actually, I wouldn't even really say scary for me. This one was definitely what I would classify as like creepy, unsettling, gave me goosebumps, really tensed me up, but not so much any kind of jump scares or screams. Just a very creepy level to it. Audio. The audio in this was very intense. I'm finding that as I watch more movies, if a movie does have a huge overload of audio, I do find that tends to overwhelm me. Not that these movies are at all the same, but Uncut Gems, that is a movie I reacted to recently. It is a Patreon exclusive that gave me like severe exhaustion from audio input. If you've seen the movie, I think you'll know what I'm talking about. This movie gave me the same feeling, but it wasn't as much or as consistent as Uncut Gems, so I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I could rewatch this one. Uncut Gems I filed away as I'll never fucking watch that again unless it's muted. I do think this movie was almost more like heartbreaking than scary, because the story was just so shitty, really, and my heart the whole time just felt so bad for Reagan. I will say the practical effect work on her, though, the makeup that was done, the contact lenses for the eyes, just everything to make her look the way she did. And then on top of that, like her performance, her acting with her body and her face and the lip syncing that she was doing, it was just really, really well done. It was fascinating to watch, heartbreaking to watch. I really liked that this movie was a slow build, which I wasn't expecting. I definitely thought, with the way that people have kind of described this movie, or like, I don't know, with the expectations, I want to say, that people like to set, I guess I did expect, and this is not a criticism at all, I guess I expected this movie to be more of the actual like exorcism process, but it wasn't at all. And I think I realized that about an hour in. I was just like, oh, this is going to be a movie where the actual like what it's named after is going to happen in like the last quarter of the movie. And I was right. But I really did appreciate the time getting to know the mom and the daughter before it all started happening. Got to learn about Father Karras and got to meet his mom and have all that time. And then the whole first like 15 minutes of the movie, which I knew would come around, right? Like I think maybe just after the hour mark, I kind of thought in the back of my mind, I'm just like, okay, they got to bring what happened there all like, we got to come full circle here. So I trusted that the movie would obviously do that because of how much time we spent in Iraq at the very start. And it definitely did. I don't know that I necessarily thought that man was going to be the one to perform the exorcism, but it makes sense. So in terms of that and how that all went down, I think I expected the exorcism to be a lot more violent than it was, and maybe that's because of the only other scene I've seen, which is from Constantine. But the way that it was done, the way that it was filmed, the way that it was edited together, well, the whole movie, actually, the way that it was filmed and edited together. I mean, I mentioned a number of times with the camera work. I loved the camera work in this. And camera work like that, I do tend to really notice, and I appreciate it when it happens. So, like the really slow zoom ins. I loved that conversation with that detective man, Lee Jacobs' character, and the mom. And then we had the zoom outs all of a sudden, which hadn't happened yet, I don't think, at least not to that level. Just the constant flipping back and forth and zooming out more and more as the conversation was taking place. I really enjoyed that. I think for like all of the buildup that they were doing in this film, you know, not that I'm going to call it like slow and boring, but I could see how some people might call it slow and boring. So I do feel like the camera work kind of helped with that and added to that. And I also did really like how frequently they flipped back and forth between the family and then Father Karras and what he was getting up to. Anyway, it was just very enjoyable. It was very enjoyable. I can't stop thinking about Reagan and how she looked, though. And then just thinking back on the conversations that were had, kind of before the physical appearance got to like its worst state, in the early stages where it was starting to go that way. You know, it's like, okay, could we bring these doctors back and just be like, can you explain how this is purely in here? Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. I understand why they would all think that it's mental only. Like, I get it, but after however many times with those machines and putting her through all that just for everything to come out as normal, it's like, okay, we gotta start looking at other options here. Ellen Burstyn gave such a great performance in this. I am not a parent myself, but I imagine that moms that watch this movie probably like really feel for her. I think that Ellen Burstyn's acting in her moments of distress and grief and anger and frustration was done so well. Like I mentioned in the reaction that it's like she was delivering it from in here, you know, and like outward. Like it just felt like it was coming from a real and raw place. And her performance in this kind of reminded me of Anna Gunn's performance in that episode of Breaking Bad. If you know, you know. I won't go any further than that. But yeah, it's amazing when actors can just make something sound and look and feel so believable and real when it's an emotional performance, right? Anyway, so Ellen did a fantastic job because I felt it. Every single scene where she was in a panic and angry and, you know, crying out, like, yeah, it just felt very raw and real, and I appreciated it. This is a movie where I definitely want to know about the behind the scenes, how it was filmed, the effects that went into it to make it look the way it did. So if you already know, which I'm assuming most of you watching this will know a few things, feel free to leave the comments down below for me. I have no clue where I would rank this movie out of all the horror movies that I've seen so far. In terms of memorability, as in like, will I ever forget anything about this movie? I will not forget anything about this movie. So for that, I'm definitely ranking it up there for sure. Rewatchability, I probably won't want to rewatch it for quite some time, but I could definitely see myself rewatching this in the future. So yeah, this is a good one. I'm very happy to finally check it off the list. And with that, I'm really excited to go to Letterboxd to see what some other people have to say. So let's go check it out. I'm taking this one part out of this person's review where he watched with someone. This is one of those movies where its reputation and the way people talked about did not prepare me for what it actually was. This wasn't what I thought it was at all, and I was so pleasantly surprised. That honestly perfectly describes how I feel as well. Love it. 4.5 stars. I think I will hold the camera still and then I will zoom the camera out. Listen, I enjoy that. 4.5 stars. The only thing scarier than the devil is the idea that nobody, no system, no infrastructure is built to save you or the people around you, haunted by madness, grief, trauma, and pain. Way lonelier, sadder, bleaker movie than I remembered. When even the doctors can't help you, what hope are you supposed to have? I like that review. And then that goes back to what I kept saying about Ellen Burstyn's performance, right? Like just the mother being so overwhelmed by the lack of answers and the lack of help and just the frustration and the grief with that and just being like, what the fuck do we do? 3 stars. Let Jesus fuck you. That scene was actually wild. I can't imagine what people thought watching it back in 1973. That scene, I didn't talk about it in the review, I'm just realizing, but that scene was crazy. That was extremely unexpected. I wasn't expecting so much vulgarity, but then after like the first couple, I was like, okay, it's the devil, obviously a demon. Like, yeah, they probably would say that shit. But then that scene happened and I was like, oh my God, they really went there. They really went there. The first part of it was shocking enough. And then the grabbing of the mom. Yeah. If you watched this in the theater back in 1973, I would love to hear your experience. And also just, I want to get insight into like the vibe about this movie at the time. Not just that, but in general. I'm excited to read your comments down below. So please leave them for me. And thank you so much for watching my reaction. I really appreciate it. If you are not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, would love for you to click here to do so. If you want to watch something else of mine, click on over here. To everyone supporting on Patreon, thank you so much for doing so. We will see you guys next time, whichever reaction you want to tune into next. Until then, I wish you a great rest of your day. Take care.